and this is the very crude drawing of how a combustion engine works. In a regular car, gasoline-powered engine, you have liquid gasoline that is injected into what's called a fuel bowl, and then is injected into the intake manifold where it mixes with air and becomes a gaseous vapor. Instead of liquid, it's a vapor. It is then routed to the cylinder, which is, your car has 4 or 6 or 8 cylinders. The gas vapor is funneled into the cylinder, the piston is up, the spark plug ignites and lights the gas vapor on fire. It slams the piston down, and that is what creates the power, essentially. All the cylinders doing this in time creates the power. The emissions it creates is obviously carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and other harmful toxic chemicals, and it's bad for the environment and bad for us. A water-powered vehicle works the same way, essentially. You have water, and instead of the fuel bowl that then gets injected and mixes with air, the electrolysis breaks the water down into hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen is already in gas form, a vapor form, gets injected into the intake manifold and then routed to the cylinder. Same thing, the cylinder pulls in the air and hydrogen vapor. The piston is up, the spark plug sparks, creates the ignition that creates lights the hydrogen gas on fire and combusts, slams the piston down, creates the power, and each one of these pistons do this in time to drive the engine. And the only emissions it creates is the oxygen and water vapor. So since the hydrogen from the water is burned off, the oxygen has to go somewhere. In my other video, the hydrogen was trapped in the balloon and the oxygen just left out in the air or breathed it in. It would be routed to the tailpipe and released as emissions. So this alone is not like rocket science, and it's not hidden information. It's just not well known. You can tinker with this type of engine at your house and make a little small combustion engine that runs off of water. People in the past who have been unalived were the ones that were wanting to mass produce vehicles and make it known to the public, and it would show the world that we would not need to rely on big oil, and we could be self-sustaining and not have to be trapped in this capitalistic hellscape that big oil runs, and that's why they got unalived. But this alone is not dangerous information if you want to tinker with it at home. Hope this helps.